What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We got some live before lock for you. It's game week 22. George, how are we doing, sir? What's going on?
Good, man. I'm off the back of 2 back-to-back tier 1 wins. I had a big fat dub in my reward openings today. And
what did we land today?
Today I got a Chet rookie, but the dub of it was the rare card that I got was a Zubac, but it was a jersey mint. It was his 40th card. So I ended up fluking into like a jersey mint version of that. So yeah, no, pretty good. And a cup of tea. I'm playing up to the British stereotype. It's been mince pies, Indian food now, a cup of tea. So yeah, I'm really. I just need like Paddington Bear around here.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask what you had consumed prior to the show, since that seems to be like a running bit now. Yeah, hey, I gotta tell you, I think we're on a little bit of a heater with some calls lately. I feel like I've been hearing it from other community members too, that we've like nailed a couple of calls the last couple of game weeks. So excited to keep it going. I'm actually on a little bit of a heater myself. No tier 1 energy, but we've now cashed, I think, in 3 consecutive rare contender game weeks. So we've done back-to-back tier 3s followed by a tier 4. So when Nikola Jovic, that you want to talk about calls that didn't go great, you said it yourself. One game in the game week is a little scary, and we get the scaries. We get the scaries from Jovic, but still managed to. I mean, he didn't kill you. He got 12, so it wasn't terrible. But if it's your first time here, welcome. The way this is going to go down, we are going to go over all the injury news. Then we're going to hit some projections from our friend from Momentum Labs, and then we'll get to some of your questions and answers. And as always, we will be giving away a rare tier card this game week, which means we've given out 22 rare tier cards so far, at least, which is, just mathematically or financially probably unsustainable, but here we are. So do me a favor. Oh, did I blow up the wrong screen here? Hold on. I blew up the wrong one. Let me do this again. Yeah, there we go. So like the stream, subscribe, hashtag KD. That gets you a chance into the rare tier giveaway. We'll give that away towards the end of the stream. People are letting us know some injury news in the chat. Yeah, I think we already knew Wagner was out. Our RIP Bull, that dream died pretty quickly. But yeah, like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag KD into the chat. We'll give away a rare tier card here at the end. And I guess like any big picture slate thoughts you got for us, George?
No, I mean, some of the lower slate guys last week, the lower L10 guys, then there doesn't seem to be like a plethora of options like there was last time. So I saw that I fell Vix into when I saw the Dame Lillard news that he was ruled out. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna snag a campaign. I was there. I was like ready. I had Sorare open. I was like, damn, this is finally happening. I'm going to be one of the first movers. Bought the card. Oh, he's out as well. Okay, that's just so great. So,
I tell you what, George, I waited a half second longer than you did, and I scooped a Beauchamp.
Ah, right.
Yeah, and so, I mean, who knows? That feels like it's going to be. It feels like it's smart until the game starts.
Yeah, I just don't think there's any massive plays at that level this week, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think that lower range is a little bit, You're talking yourselves into Kevin Knox again. That's where I'm at. All right, what we're gonna do? I'm gonna rifle through some of this injury news from our friends over at Underdog. I'm gonna do my best to hit all the stuff, but as always, if I miss something, just let me know here in the chat. So we get KD, who I going into today, I thought KD was not gonna play. They said he was on a minutes restriction his first game back. He played 36 minutes, and now he's playing a back-to-back, it sounds like. Tatum has been ruled out. Kawhi's not on the injury report. Porzingis, who left the last game early with an eye injury, sounds like he's good to go. Levine is questionable. Vooch is probable. Pat Williams is questionable. Kyle Lowry is probable. Bruce Brown has got a Q tag. Caleb Martin is doubtful. And because of that, in honor, his brother also said, I'm not playing either. And Cody Martin is out as well. We already talked about Franz Wagner being out. I saw that in the chat. Bull, he's out. I'm just going to quickly to see if there's anything else we missed. Mark Williams is out still. PJ Washington is also out. So they're going to be pretty thin in Charlotte. So it might be Big Dick, Nick, Richards energy, Miles Bridges, that whole crew. Sammy Hauser's out for the Celtics, so maybe O'Shea Brissett. I don't know. What else we got here? Davis Bertans, that changes everything. Landry Shamit's been ruled out. I don't know if anybody cares about that. Tari Eason is still out, which still makes Jayshawn Tate okay of a play. Miami Heat, we've already talked about. Kyle Lowry actually got improved to probable, so that's good. Utah, nothing really there. You already mentioned Campaign is out, Dame is out, and Jay Crowder's still out. For Phoenix, Eric Gordon is going to play, it sounds like. And then we mentioned Bull, Nasir Little is out. So they're still kind of thin, even getting people back. And then we got Kawhi not in the injury report. So there you go. It's actually not as much injury news as I thought for a Monday. Usually we're getting hammered with this stuff, but that's really it. So there you go. Yeah, Matthew Harrison in the chat saying, I'm starting 3 Pistons in my limited contender. What could go wrong? I mean, it's not going to go worse than the Detroit Pistons. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be worse than that season in general. But all right, I guess with that, I think we just kind of, is there any like injury situation specifically that you were like, oh, we need to capitalize on this or avoid this situation?
So I mean, essentially, it was all going to run down to me with Bol and KD this week, but we got that news before we even come on. So no, I'm pretty clear within the news now. I think obviously we'll see. I think Vucevic is getting an uptick, and so is that Levine. You did just mention that. I'm not going crazy. Yeah, you did. So
yeah,
I don't think there's anything pressing that I need to know. But yeah, I mean, I'm sad that we only got one game of Bol. That's all I'll say. I don't know.
Yeah, no, me too. I thought I was ready to run pure with Bull. All right, so I'm seeing some save those questions for the chat. What we're gonna do is dive right into some of these projections here, and what we use our friend Momentum Labs. You can find a link to that in the show description. We'll just go from the bottom, work our way up 0 to 10, 10 to 20, and just kind of shout out some places as we go, and then we'll dive deep into those questions. Make sure though you like that stream, subscribe at #KD. We get 117 of you here, only 83 entrants, so get your entrance in. All right, let's slide over to Momentum Labs, not Underdog. Let's see. Can I blow this up without blowing up the other? Okay, there we go. I was blowing up both of my screens and I was losing my mind. All right, we're going to start here at the bottom, work our way up. So Svi, it's Svi season in Boston, baby. Svi, my heel hook, has a gap of 4 with a projection of 12.5. I don't trust any of that. I'm just telling you that right now. Davion Mitchell has a cap of 5 with a projection of 8.5. AJ Green from Milwaukee, Andre Jackson Jr. from Milwaukee, both get nice little boosts. I don't know. Well, we can get there in a second. JaVale McGee, whatever. Wesley Matthews, another whatever. Chris Duarte, he's coming off. He had that one game where he got up to 31, and we're like, ooh, Duarte, starting lineup. This is fun. He's coming right back down to earth. Brissett, who I mentioned in the injury news, has a cap of 8 with a projection of 12.5. At 9, there's the aforementioned Marjan Beauchamp. Sorry, I'm brushing up on my French before you get over there, George. And then in the 10 range, we see, here we go, Caleb Houston, who went ham, absolutely ham in that most recent game. Kevin Knox, Jayshawn Tate, Campaign, who you might get 1 game out of. So that's 0 to 10 down there. I know you already said that there was nobody that you were too excited about, but anything stick out?
I mean, so Campaign, first off, I didn't realize that Campaign was out of concussion. So I'm not even sure we get that second game. Concussion's always, they're a little bit more cautious on it. So I wouldn't even bank on that second game. So I really don't think Campaign is a play at all this week now. There's no one I really like. Like all of these guys here, we're talking, I would barely want to play them in Underdog, let alone having them in a contender or champion lineup personally. But I think, and it's mental to say, I genuinely think Jared Vanderbilt is the best player at 10 because he's getting minutes, and I know he'll be pure cardio, but at least he's going to be safe in those minutes at some stage. I don't mind Chris Duarte because he's got 2 games and one of them's the Pistons and the other's the Hornets. And again, he's at an 8. But I don't like when names are mentioned where it's like they're DNPs for pretty much every game, and then they just come up this week. I always err on the side of caution. Beauchamp is a bit different because he was around obviously in his rookie season and he's getting an uptick, but that's where I'd land this week. Beauchamp is probably it, but if not, Duarte or Vanderbilt for me.
Yeah, I listen. I don't like to do this, but I think that somebody of that Detroit rotation is going to get a boost with no Cade. And I know we are ready to yell out Alec Burks' name. I don't think Alec Burks' role is going to change too much. I think they're still probably going to have him come off the bench. He honestly played less minutes last night after Cade got hurt than when Cade was in, or 2 nights ago. I'm more interested in Marcus Sasser right there at the cap of 10. I feel like he could come in and just chuck, and if he gets hot from 3, it's not going to take much for him to crush his cap. But I honestly think this helps Jaden Ivey more than anybody else. We've already seen this team without Cade all last year, and it was Ivey was the guy. So I am rolling Kevin Knox out there in the lineup, but there's that.
We saw that it was Jaden Ivey last year. However, this year he's decided that Killian Hayes is better than him for the most part. So I've got Killian Hayes in a contending lineup, I think, is what I did when I was on stream earlier. I think I put Killian Hayes in there, but I think it could be Killian Hayes.
I thought I saw Killian Hayes was out. Did I miss that?
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. If he's out.
No. That must be wrong. That must be wrong. Right. Forget that. Yeah, Killian Hayes is great too. Killian Hayes, but these are the names we're saying right now. These are the names we're saying. Also, I think John is updating the spreadsheets in real time, which is beautiful timing, John. So real quick, what I'm going to do is just remind the people over here: like the stream, subscribe, hashtag KD, throw that in there. I'm going to give him 1 minute to do that here, and I'm just going to roll through. Since normally I do this after we get to the projections, what I'm rolling out this week.
When you win 75 grand, you just do whatever you want now. That's what it is.
Yeah, listen.
Mike's doing it live. I don't care. I'm going to update him.
Yeah, we're gonna move it around. I mean, he was nice enough to put it into the chat. Oh, he's already done. This kid's amazing. This kid's amazing. Wait, no, that's the wrong projection sheet. Yeah, look at that. What a beauty. Give it up for JBB and the Momentum Lab. Just firing in the chat, John. Spamming, John. All right, let's go 11 to 20 here. Let's see if anybody sticks out. Isaiah Livers, great. Another Piston. Moses Moody, that's somebody I actually bought over the weekend after the Chris Paul injury news, because I think either his role is going to increase in the next couple of weeks because Golden State needs him, or because he's going to be on another team in February. So I don't even know if I'm playing him this game week, but I was pretty interested in Moses Moody long-term here. But then you get Aaron Holiday, Isaiah Livers, we already talked about. We got Haywood Highsmith's back in action. Bryce McGowan's cool. Daniel Tice with a cap of 13 and projection 18. Amin Thompson, Watford, they all pop a little bit. You got Dwight Powell in the 14 range and the 15 range. There's your boy, Killian Hayes. Killian Hayes actually really does project. Looks like a great play. In the 17 range, Alec Burks, Josh Hart, Mo Wagner, who we poo-pooed Mo Wagner this past on Friday, and then he crushed this weekend. Not once, but twice.
That's classic Mo Wagner. The times that you don't need him, he turns up, and the times that you do, he won't. So
we got also Matty Harrison said if Mike won 75K, how long before we'd see him? Well, Matty, listen, I won half of that last summer, and I still showed up the next day, so don't you forget about it. All right, 18, we got Dario Saric and Dorian Finney-Smith. 19, Trey Jones, who's still starting. Kappa 19 projects for 27. Jalen Smith of the Pacers, Isaiah Jackson's questionable tonight. I like Jalen Smith a lot more if Isaiah Jackson gets ruled out. And then in the 20 range, a buck, Malik Beasley right there, cap of 20, projection of 29. So I'm assuming if you don't like really too many people in that 0 to 10 range, are you living in this 11 to 20?
Yeah, so I mean, the guys that I've currently got my champion team, Malik Beasley, and that makes me really upset. But it's kind of where my team's landed, and I don't mind it with the play in terms of there's obviously some of the guys that are missing out for the Bucks and Dame's missing, but I don't really know where his ceiling game would be for Malik Beasley, if I'm being completely honest. Again, I like Josh Hart 17 this week. He had a really big game last, but I think that it's very matchup dependent, and I'm not sure that these two games in particular could be beneficial for Josh Hart. And breathe and go from there. Again, it doesn't like Alec Burks is the main guy. I think this is the last week of Alec Burks as a
Mhm.
play as well, because now he's up at 17. I'm not sure he's got maybe a cap of doubling that on So Rare. And that's obviously what you want, but it's nothing to write home about going forward for future proofing weeks. So yeah, again, it's just a little bit meh
I'm with you on
for me.
Beasley, man. If his price is pumping, I know we don't usually talk buy or sell stuff here, but if his price is pumping, see you later. Say you later, Malik Beasley, because I don't even know how much his role changes. Like maybe he takes 3 more shots, but the other guys who already shut it out, Andre Jackson Jr., Beauchamp, like those are the guys that I think are actually going to do a little bit more. If anything, this makes me like Giannis more, makes me like Middleton, Brooke Lopez more. You know, they still have talented offensive guys. Beasley, I feel like he's still going to do the same thing. So that's not to say don't play him. I just want to go out there and buy him right now. All right, let's go 21 up to 30 here. We've got Marcus Smart, who's coming off 2 really good games this past game week. And it looks like Jaws just missing time regularly. So he gets a little boost when he does miss. Goga, he's got a cap of 22, the projection of almost 28. 23 range, nobody really pops. I know Derek Lively, everyone was really excited about, but it doesn't sound like he's going to play the first game, or he's already been ruled out. I don't know. They only have 1 game, so I'd stay away from it. Brandon Miller, who does not, I like Brandon Miller a little bit more in this projection here, the cap of 24, projection of 26 or whatever. I like that a little bit more because they're so thin. Bradley Beal, who was projecting to be one of the best plays, and I think they were assuming KD was going to sit. He's still a great play. Cap of 25, projection of 33. You got OG, Jalen Suggs, both playing pretty good basketball. Emmanuel quickly continues to jump off the charts here. Cap of 26, projection of 36. You have Jakob Pertl, Timmy Hardaway Jr. in the 27 range, Mikal Bridges, Michael Porter Jr. in the 28. 29, you got Boyan, who he should play like 75 minutes, Max Strus, Keldon Johnson, Jaime Jaquez. And then at 30, again, nobody's really like dark green. I feel like we have a lot of pretty good plays, but no like smash plays outside of the same ones that we've had the last couple of weeks. Anybody in that 20 to 30 range, George?
So I know it's 1 game, but I really do like Marcus Smart in the matchup with Dallas. This again, I'm not sure how well he's projecting, but an L10 of 21's too. Like when he's on it, he's on it. He's shown the last 2 games. He dropped like a 44 and a 47. So yes, it is a risk because there is like we've seen him in this new sort of format alongside Jar and Desmond Bain, and he's had games where he can have a really bad sort of floor. But at 21, I'd maybe not champion, but contender, I'd definitely run him. So he's one that I really like. Also in this sort of 20 else like realm, I think again this is another quickly week. I think at 26 is too low. Like he's going to be in around mid 30s, potentially pushing 40. So like if you've got a quickly, and because of this he's shot up in value. So maybe again I think this is, you're bordering on the last week to play Emmanuel quickly because I think his L10 will catch up with him then. So this could be a sell week. You could have had him for the past 2 and you can cash out and get out of him now. So they're the 2 guys that I really think are standout plays. So
Yeah, I actually have to monitor that because I scooped both his rare and limited right when the trade happened, and I was like, let's see, you know, he's just been smashing for me the last couple of game weeks, but I think this might be the last one for me. I agree with Marcus Smart. I really do like him. He seems to be playing really well. Memphis is scoring the ball. I like that. I still like Austin Reeves too in that 30 range. I think that's fine. Jaden Ivey, who doesn't like project great because you don't really know what the minutes are going to look like, but I still like him. His cap's actually kind of 30, so I don't love it. Jabari Smith Jr. too. He's been solid. I'm gonna quickly.
Just too high. I think the caps for those guys. I think really.
Yeah. I'm just gonna scroll through like some of these guys. Jalen Duren was somebody I talked about in value hunting. He looks like he's in a great spot. He's gonna cap at 33, projects for just under 40. I think if you use some other projections that do a little bit more ceiling, it was closer to like 45. Chris Middleton, who we were talking about in the Bucks situation, Devin Vassell, his cap's 34, so it's not as juicy, but he's been shooting the ball really well. And then there's not really this game week's a little weird. Like Kyrie continues to be a great play, Desmond Bain, Miles Bridges, and then like Julius Randle, one of the better values with a cap of 40, projects for almost 47. I don't know, anybody in that upper echelon you need to give some love to.
I did love Julius Randle as a play this week. I think the Knicks are going to have a very high scoring week, so he's going to be in and around those sort of streets for me. The other guy, who was I going to mention? I think Kyle Kuzma in that Pacers game. Yep. So no, I just got a feeling Kuzma's been a good scorer this year for the Wizards, unlike he who shall not be named. So I think in that game there could be a lot of shots chucked up. Kuzma will be getting a lot of boards. I really do like him. So yeah, I don't know. I've just been a bit I feel like this week's a funny old week, is what I'll say. I feel like there's some L10s that are just going up where you're not loving it, and some that you're just still waiting to come down, and then you'll play out from there. So
Yeah, I feel like this could be a lower scoring game week too, which is weird because normally you see that on the weekend. But for to have as many games as we do, it does feel like it's going to be a lower scoring, just because it seems like the caps are pretty efficient right now. There's no like gaping, everything's catching up a little bit. So all right, I think that does it for our little projection roundup. Yeah, people are asking about Jaylen Brown. Listen, the Celtics are in a great spot tonight. They are no, they're still on the road. They have the Indiana Pacers. They just beat them this weekend. They're without Tatum, so the offense is a little bit more condensed, right? In a fast-paced environment. So yes, in theory, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Derek White are all good plays, but their caps are also still pretty efficient. So I don't know if there's any like screaming value there. But I mean, like, bet the overs. That's what I would say. Bet the overs. And I will do one more thing here before we start to pivot to questions. Do you think Joel Embiid plays? He was not present in shoot around, I don't believe, today. And so that does make me a little bit nervous that maybe he doesn't go.
I'll tell you what, Mike. So I stream my rewards. I've been like kind of like it's to be honest, it's just because of a more time consuming way of just doing a stream like at like 5:30, 6 o'clock my time instead of doing a video, editing it and putting it up. And when I was on stream, I'm talking about how like I'm avoiding Embiid as my MVP this week. And then some guy in the chat was just like, "Yeah, but you know when you said this last time, you and Mike were like, he's not going to play because he didn't arrive at shoot around, and then he played, so he will play." And I was like, "Okay, well there you go. Then you decided for yourself." And I was like, "Right."
Fair. You don't do as I say, not as I do, or do as I do, not as I say. I don't know, whatever the saying is. All right, let's real quick. I'm gonna reset some stuff here. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag KD. We got 120 entrants, 140 of you here, but you gotta like it, you gotta subscribe, and you gotta put hashtag KD into the chat. I also want to share doing here, but you don't want to do it at the end of the show because nobody's listening at that point. So George, I'm sharing it right into the chat right now. Make sure to subscribe to Swingman. But anything going on over there?
No, so we're gonna do our podcast on the All-Star selections for what we're going to be doing. I think we're filming that tomorrow. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing it live or not, but that'll be coming out soon. Obviously, I will be in Paris for the NBA game, the Cavs v the Nets. So hopefully, get some cool content filmed for that, and then have a nice little video up for it. So come on over there, hit subscribe. We're trying to reach 1,000 subs. Well, 800 tonight would be dope. I think we're on like 790, 789 now. So if you're not subbed, come a sub over there, and it's all good vibes.
Yeah, go sub to Swingman. I'll do my plugs a little bit. Before we get to questions, real quick, this is what I'm rolling out. So we got in our comment. I know everybody cares about the comment, but we got LeBron, Jokic, Hart, Bruce Brown. For the limited contender, this one's kind of fun. Manuel quickly, Kevin Knox, Jayshawn Tate, Kyrie, and Bradley Beal. So that's fun to have Kyrie, Beal, and IQ in there. Limited underdog. What do we got? Duarte, Sandro, Moses Moody, Jovic, and Josh Hart. Just kind of like threw my leftovers in there. Rare contender, though. Ready for this bad boy? Jalen Duren, Emmanuel Quickly, Bradley Beal, Alec Burks, and Beauchamp. Come on. Let's get a tier 1, huh?
That's looking pretty strong. You just need that Jalen Duren sort of big game. That's what you need.
Yeah. Give me 50. Give me 50. And then rare underdog, we threw in Duarte, Tate, Moody, Jovic. That's honestly, I think, the exact same lineup that I did for the other one. And there we go. So that's what I'm rolling with this game week. I will start
on there.
Yeah. Can you? I don't see it right now. I just throw yours up. And we'll take a look at yours, and then I promise we'll get to questions.
I think
we're wait, there it is now. Sorry, now I see it.
Yeah, I have the funky method of getting in there. That's what I got. Limited champion. We're talking, we've got a full season 2. The sales team in the Sorare NBA back office are going to be thrilled with me. Full season 2 lineup. It does look a bit strange, doesn't it? When you go limited champion and you see 2 Detroit basketball players in there, not even going for a drop here. It does seem a little bit suspect. So that was my champ. This is where I've settled on contender. Going to have Killian Hayes. Couple of rookie cards in there, Casey Wallace, Brandon Miller. I'm going for Brandon Miller literally because he was the only guy in my gallery that fit the cap, and I didn't want to pay Norm Powell. Then in the rare contender, we've got. I've got to change this because I got Bob still in there, but I was going like heavy stack and then like really depressing on JaVale McGee and Bol. this was also just because I kind of want to play Mikal. I want to fit him in a lineup because I'm going to the game. And that's why,
Yeah,
like,
you got
sometimes
it.
sometimes we're so rare. You just have to be like, I want to do this because I'm gonna have some fun this week on that.
No, absolutely.
That was that one, and then Red Champion. I'm not gonna show on because no one cares. Red Champion. I don't mind it. I just feel like a bit meh at these two. They're just like, this is what I mean. There's none of those. I don't have any of those sort of like really strong low cap plays this week, and I'm not taking a gamble on anyone. So it's just a bit of a funky situation.
Hold on. Tom in the chat says George pulls a jet with the Thunder playing 3 games. It doesn't fit him. Egregious. Wait, did Pirtle just get ruled out? Is that real?
Oh, but yeah, look,
What was that?
this was what I won. That's the flex. I got the jersey.
Wow, yeah.
So I think that's an accident. I don't think they can give that out. I almost feel like that's not meant to happen because it's like
I'm sure that was
20. I come 26 in a limited game mode, and I won a rare mint jersey. That just seems like I'm cheating the system a bit.
You got to sell that immediately. Yeah. All right, that's good news there by Roth. Pirtle being ruled out. Okay, let's get to some of these questions here. And a reminder too, you just like that stream, you subscribe, #KD. What are we up to subs over here? We're at 557 at this channel, baby. Let's go. We are cooking. We're up 57 since last week, I think. We love that. So keep going. All right. Yeah, a lot of people have talked about Boucher. We haven't mentioned him at all. His minutes have been going up. He's capped at 12, projection of 14. But now with Pirtle out, the Butcher might be a better play. I don't even know what their depth is outside of that. So I do think you can roll out Boucher. Actually, I wonder, is that getting updated in real time? What's the Boucher? So he was let's see. He's got, his projection jumped up to 18 a little bit. So that's not bad. I think you can do it. I don't know. Do you have any Boucher thoughts?
Well, he's coming off of 2 heated games. He had a 33 and a 38 recently as well. So he's in good form. And I know that doesn't always like pertain to it. I'll probably, do you know what? Because I've got to change some of my lineups in any case. So I'll probably try and fit him in. I think I have a limited version. So he'll probably go in contender for me.
Let's go see real quick. I know we don't normally do this. I want to see if his prices jump in. Dude, 28. Oh, no. Yeah, it's being purchased, right? Just be fair. Fast reply. Scooped it already. All right. Yeah, that's it. A good shout, though. That's a good call out. Look, I can tell I'm having more British people watch this show and like talk in the chat because now I'm saying like good shout. Akono is saying we got RJ Barrett and Boucher, there we go, or Brandon Miller and Josh Okogie. Listen, for me, it's never Josh Okogie.
Yes, never. Unless you want 3 above what his L10 is, then you don't go for Josh Okogie. There you go.
Especially with the Suns getting healthier too. Skane says, would you play Coulibaly, Toppin, or Norm Powell? And man, I love Bilal Coulibaly, but he just really hasn't shown a ton of upside lately. He's got a cap of 17, but he projects for 21, so that's solid. Toppin, cap of 22, projection of 19, and Powell, cap of 23, projection of 19. Bilal actually projects the best. How do you feel about those 3?
I like Bilal Coulibaly as well, so I'll be rocking with him.
What I like about him is he does a lot of blocks and steals, and that's fun. We got asking for Mathurin projection. He projects almost exactly his cap. Cap of 22, projection of 22.9. I'm team play Jokic. Danny asks, do you play Jokic with only 1 game this game week? If you have Jokic, you don't play him?
Well, unless you have, if he's literally your only MVP caliber, then yes, you play him. But I would pick pretty much. There's probably about 7 or 8 of the top tier MVPs that I would take over him this week. He's not looked it on recent form as well. He's not been aggressive. Like the last game, he took like 6 shots. So
that's true.
I think at the minute, I would just err on the side of caution with him.
All right, well, let's do this. Okay, so we got Embiid, Luka, AD, Giannis, SGA. I'm probably taking those 5 over him if they have, well, not Embiid because he only has 1 game. We don't know if he's going to play. So I'm going to take those 4 over him. I don't think Halliburton you could talk me into, and I think that's it. I think that's where I draw the line. I don't think I'm playing Trey over him or LeBron or Sabonis or anybody like that.
So Trey's been on a bit of a heater recently. I would maybe look at Trey. Sabonis, yeah, I definitely wouldn't pick him over Jokic.
Trey's only got 1 game too, though, I think.
Okay. Maybe not 7 or 8. Maybe it's 4 or 5. So.
No. I was just doing that as a thought exercise.
No, I know.
All right, Bosie saying, what do you say about this crazy Bucks fan contender? Giannis, Marcus Smart, Connaughton, Beauchamp, Andre Jackson. I like the thought process here. I think if you're going to do this, though, you have to get Marcus Smart out of your fucking lineup and put another buck in there. What are you going to do? 4 out of 5? You're going to do them all, right?
Well, I got to
Oh,
say,
you're not
first off,
allowed to.
Bosie, no, first off, Bosie, I'm a big fan of that flannel. That red and checkered flannel.
Yeah,
in
there
that
we
field.
go.
Big fan of that. As display pictures go in this chat, that's up there with that's. Oh, hello. What
I got that flannel right there.
are
I
you?
used
Are
to
you
do
a Bosie
improv.
stan? You're a Bosie
I
stan.
used to do improv, baby. I got all sorts of flannels in here.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, look, if you're leaning on the Bucks fan contender, just go full tilt. Go there. Go unhinged.
Yeah.
Is what I'd say.
That's fun. All right, I know I'm slowing us down today. All right, we got Jaylen Brown and Kyrie or Hallie and Beal. Wow, that's kind of fun, man. Because as I yelled out Jaylen Brown or Kyrie, I was like, "That's it. Why is this a question?" This is pretty close. What are you doing here?
Yes, Jaylen Brown and Kyrie, definitely. Wait,
If
or
Kate,
Hallie and Beal, or okay, yeah, it's Jaylen Brown and Kyrie. It's definitely it.
I think if KD was out, I would be a little bit more excited. We saw Beal go for like 50 without KD, but with all of them back, it's just too hard to peg that.
Yeah.
We get that Porter guy and Boucher is depth. All right. So that is not depth. Jalen Green. Yeah, we didn't talk about Jalen Green. He had one game week where we were like, ooh, what a play. Jalen Green. I just passed it. Jalen Green is got a cap of 29, projection of 28. So it's less enticing. All right, hold on. Let's catch up. We already did that one. Brooke Lopez hold on. 3DK. This is Randall, right? Randall over Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, Randall.
All right, Brolo over Austin Reeves. I think they project pretty close to each other. Brooke Lopez, cap at 30, projection at 32. Reeves, cap at 30, projection at 34.5. George, are you with the projections or are you taking Brooke Lopez?
I'm taking Brooke Lopez for that Boston game. I've just got a feeling he's got a bit of a block party involved in that one, especially because Porzingis is playing tonight, and I have a feeling that means he doesn't play in this game potentially on that triple heater that they've got. So I'm rolling the dice on Brolo.
I like that. All right, I'm going to hit some low cap plays real quick. Pato saying 21 and under. Marcus Smart, who we've talked a lot about tonight, he projects really well. Malik Beasley, I like Marcus Smart better than Beasley. And then Trey Jones and Jalen Smith are both fun ones. And then David was saying 13 and under. It gets pretty gross down there, David. You got Daniel Tice, Amon Thompson. You getting excited yet? Cason Wallace, Haywood Highsmith.
It's probably at the minute. It's probably Boucher. After the news of that, it's probably Chris Boucher on 12. If not, you can then look at the sort of Quentin Grimes of the world and hope he has he can't ever project well. You just have to roll the dice with QG, and it's the same thing with Nikola Jovic. They might have Jimmy Butler sit. Caleb Martin might sit, and then if he gets minutes, that's going to be it. So you're rolling the dice with these guys.
Yeah, I'm with you. Best 27 or 28. I know we hit a lot of these at the beginning, but this range was kind of weird. It wasn't a lot of people just smashing here, but you see Emmanuel Quickly is the best one. Jakob Poeltl just got ruled out, no longer in play. Timmy Hardaway Jr. is fine. Mikal Bridges is probably the best play there, even though it's just a whirlwind with Mikal Bridges, but they only have one game this game week. It is in Paris. Do you think Bol Bol's playing? Sorry, were you going to say something about Mikal?
No. I think Quickly's the best one.
Yeah. I think clearly the best one. What do you think Bol Bol's going the next game?
No, he's sprained his ankle. He's going to be out for a while. So
yeah, he's got thin legs. Boyan is a cap of 29 with a projection of 31.5. You can definitely roll with him. I mean, that's fun. He's going to play 45 minutes. Levi says, if you don't have look at Levi, you photographer too, you're looking great. You look happy in that photo. If you don't have the big guys in rare, would you focus on rare contender over champion? Yes. I mean, that is what I'm doing.
It's literally the conversation I've had with myself for the last 21 game weeks. And then I was like, I'm going to go and buy an AD rare, and then did that. And then they're like, we're not making the playoffs. So that's what I've done. I would be, unless your champion looks like a 10 out of 10 would stand it, then no, I would be going rare contender, mate.
Yeah, I think if your best player is less than Halliburton, you got to be focusing on contender. You need somebody that like 8 out of 10 games puts up 65 to 70.
In champion, I'd argue you need all 5 because of how 65 rewards in champion, and the top 25 of that are the only really sort of money makers. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with that. I mean, that was literally the conversation I had this year, and I screwed up. Derek White worth a play with 3 games this game week? Yes, you can definitely play. Look at Trevor's back in action too.
No,
Yeah, you can definitely play Derek White this game week. You have any thoughts on Dennis Smith Jr. while I look up that projection?
He can dunk well. That's my main thought that's coming into me about Dennis Smith Jr. is what I would say. As a Sorare play, I have very limited thoughts about his potential.
Yeah, they got too many dudes. Too many dudes that are just mid. Jamie says, does it give a bump or hurt Siakam if he plays more center minutes because of no Pirtle? Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine. I don't know if it definitely doesn't hurt him. I don't know if he gets a huge boost though because of it.
No, I'm just really trying to familiarize myself with how that's going to work. I also get the feeling that it will be Boucher, but if he starts poorly, if he comes in the game and he's playing bad for the first sort of 7 minutes, then it is going to be someone else that randomly takes over. They won't bring Boucher back in immediately as well. He's one that will get sat if he's not playing well. So
we've also seen him just come in and just foul the fuck out of people, and then he's out of there pretty quickly. So, but I do think Boucher, like what I like about Boucher in this format is you just need one game. Like you just need one time for him to be hot, and if he gets you 20, you're still alive. You know.
Yes.
So I do think he's still a great play. My best friend Marvelos says, rank these options. You got Benedict with 2, Jalen Smith with 2, Oubre's with 1, and Naz Reid with 2. I'm only going to look up Oubre right now because I do think
Oubre's
if everybody's
22 cap.
What's up?
Oubre's got a 22 cap this week, and I think Melton was practicing, which then harms him a little bit as well.
Too, right?
Yeah. So I do like Kelly Oubre as a pick normally because he has some sort of defensive, decisive actions inside of him. But I would rank these as Benedict or Jalen, then Nasri, then Oubre is probably what I'd do.
I'm right. I get the exact same thing. Tommy's saying 31 and under stuck on Drew Holiday, which I think that's a fine place to be stuck there. If you got Hartenstein, that's fine. Triple J, honestly. Triple J's projections are just, I know they only have 1 game this game week, but I mean, we just saw what he did last night to Phoenix. I think Triple J is a great
Triple J, a 31 L10.
Yeah, he had like a couple of games in a row where he did absolutely nothing. I know.
Damn.
I know.
He's only got 1 game. That's why I've not looked at him.
Yeah.
But that's still one. Against Dallas as well. That's still a really nice option. I completely flunked on that one. He had a big game against Dallas early in the year. I think he dropped like
it's a great matchup. I don't think we know if Dame's out for both games yet. I don't think we know that.
It's personal, isn't it? It's not even an injury. It's just a personal issue. So you're literally taking the gamble. So
maybe he's mad because Giannis called him out in the media and he's just nursing a wounded ego.
That was such a weird sort of outburst. It was like even the guy that washes the clothes has to do better. And I'm like, what? It's that meme of 50 Cent where it's like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah, I get what he was trying to do. Like he was like, it's all of us. It's a team effort. But to single out, like I know you singled out the equipment guy, so you didn't have to single out Dame and the coaching staff, which is what you were doing. All right, here we go. All kind of mid, but how do you rank these? We got Livers, Sasser, Vesenkov, and McLaughlin. Man, it's probably this isn't even mid.
Yeah,
that was generous to call them mid.
These are why we do this stuff. This is the conversation I want to have. Don't give me all star projections. Give me Livers v McLaughlin.
It's in this order though, right? Isn't it in this order?
You could put those names in any order, I almost feel, and I would be like, I could be talked into agreeing to it. So yeah, I'd say Livers is probably the one I'd lean on the most, and then the other 3, it's genuinely just roll of the dice.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Johnny's saying Cornette or Josh Hart, are they the same caps? Luke
Josh
Cornette.
Hart's
No, all right, it's
17.
Josh. That's crazy. It's Josh Hart.
Yeah.
Especially with Porzingis back. Ibrahim's asking about Fox and Jay Will or Jay Dub and Bobby Portis. Fox has been bad last couple of games. Portis is the question mark for me. I kind of know what you're doing there. I feel like it's the first one. Just you take the Fox upside, hope you luck into Jay Will. I don't know. What are you doing there?
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, Fox is going to have his cap's going to come down in the next sort of probably like game week 24. He's going to be a play because he's dropped to 27, 38 and a 4.
Yeah.
So he's going to be a very nice play in the coming weeks. So
yeah, that's going to be a solid one. All right, let's keep going. We got a Lowry projection. Yeah, sorry, we haven't talked about Lowry, who was ruled in He's got a cap of 22 with a projection of 20. So he's speaking of mid. Houston or Herder. I think you can go back to the Houston rel here because Franz has been ruled out. He's got a cap of 10, projection of 18, and Herder's not really playing right now. So Tobias, let's see what we got for Tobias. Tobias is a cap of 37 with a projection of 32, but he is questionable. So that makes a little, I don't know. Sala says last week I got Paolo and swapped him for Sabonis.
I don't. Do you think he's done that on purpose with Demontos, and he's calling him like in that sort of realm, or is he just no? I think he's just calling him Demontos.
No, So listen, I know what you did. It's fine. You just got unlucky this game week because Paolo didn't have Wagner. That's not normally what Paolo does. People talking about Peyton Watson. My guy's getting some minutes now. But you still need people to be out to play him right now because his cap is a 21 and a projection of 16, so it's not as fun. All right, I'm gonna try to catch up here. Let's see. Josh Richardson will keep rocking. No, I'm never gonna tell people to play. Are you a Josh Richardson guy?
You know what? I only remember Josh Richardson because of TST's like passionate sales pitch at the start of the year where he's like, he's going to bang for the Heat. And it's still engraved in me that there is going to be that one game, that game week where he just
goes off.
So,
yeah. All right, we got, let's see. Come on. Pick two. Embiid, Jokic, and Hallie. It's Jokic and Hallie because we don't know if Embiid's going to play, right? Middleton worth a play at his cap. I mean, I'm on team Middleton tonight. I think he is going to take a lot of shots. You good with him?
Yes. I think he's been looking good, like rebounds, assist wise as well. So I think he's a good play this week.
Yeah. DJ Piswan, what do you think about stacking on possible all-star plays for the dunk and 3-point contest? Listen, if you think all-stars are going to play the dunk contest, like let me know. What are you doing? Were you already doing some buys, George?
Well, I mean, not even some buys. Some. I'm just. Do you know what? I'm really hoping. I know it's like the longest shot on the Matt McClung, but have you seen the prices on some of these random cards because of the collections for last year? Like Matt McClung is like 30 quid as a limited card. He's genuinely more than like half the tier ones available in the pool. So like I don't think it's a bad idea, but if there are some proper like low realm players that sign up for the dunk contest this year, if they're like £3, scoop them up, hold them for a year, and you'll be laughing. That's all I'll say.
You want to know who you want to lock down right now is Shaden Sharp. I have some inside intel that Shaden Sharp was supposed to do the dunk contest last year and pulled out for a stupid reason. A stupid reason on the NBA, not him. And I think the NBA is not going to make that mistake again. I think Sharp will be in it. And Sharp, if you've seen any like highlight reels, Sharp can throw it down. So that's going to plant that flag earlier. All right. I'm sorry. I'm so far behind. I'm doing bad. All right. Jalen Duren or Miles Bridges. This is how we decide how big the hype is. Are you taking, because Miles Bridges probably, it's like his cap will tell you he's a better play. Cap of 40, projection of 40. And then we already talked about Duren, whose cap is 33. Who are you taking? Pretend cap doesn't matter. Who are you taking here?
Well, if I'm pretending cap doesn't matter, then I also have to pretend that I'm looking at these two as like even people. And I'm going to go Jalen Duren on that aspect. So that's where we're going to roll with this one. I will back Jalen Duren in that fight.
That's great. Skylar Mays to play for the Lake. Did Skylar Mays just get traded? Did I miss a trade?
What? No way.
Or do you mean against the Lakers? You must mean against the Lakers. I don't know. I don't know I can't trust anybody on Portland outside of
no, he's sorry. Simon. Yeah, Woj ESPN. He has agreed a 2-way deal with the Lakers. Yep.
I mean, honestly, he probably will play. That team sucks. Walker Kessler or Nick Richard. I actually think Nick, we haven't talked a lot about him. I do think he might be a pretty good play this game week, even though his cap is 26 and he projects for 24. I don't know. They're just so thin with no PJ too. Walker Kessler cap of 28, projection of 26. Who are you taking between those two?
I think Walker Kessler's I think he's gonna have a game pretty much soon. He's coming down in cap as well, I do believe. So I've been looking at picking up a rare Walker Kessler, but I want his rookie card for collection. So that's where I'm at with this one. So I think Walker Kessler is a good play.
All right, fully. This is a crazy way to do this. Help me choose, and then a separate comment that says Giannis, Randall, Kyrie, Smith, Smart, and then like 5 comments later, Giannis, Brown, Triple J, Lopez, Smart. And so you could just take the Giannis and the Smart out. I think it's the first one, right? I think it's the one with Randall and Kyrie in it.
Yeah, I think it's the first. I assume that's. Yeah, I think it's the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. Paul said I watched the dunk contest for the first time with my little boy last night, and that McClung kid is basically our Michael Jordan. All right, it was in case you missed one of them. That is serial killer behavior, Field. All right, what else you got? D4 and Win says Drew Holiday, Malik Monk, Jalen Duren, or Jabari Smith. Pick two. You pick one, and I'll give you the second pick. Who are you taking to that group?
I like, even though he burned me, I'm going to give him another chance. I like Drew Holiday this week.
Yeah, Drew Holiday with no Tatum. I'm going to take Jalen Duren. He's my favorite play this game week. All right, Miles McBride, viable. Listen, I know McBride had a pretty solid game the other night. I don't think so, though. Yeah, he's not even. Oh, no, I spelled it wrong. That's why he's not projecting. And no, he's also not projecting. So there you go.
I feel like he does this every year, though. Does he not have like 4 good games and then just disappears into like non-existence? That's just what he does.
Yeah.
So
that's exactly what happens. That is exactly what happens. Sarge limited for tip-off 40%. Oh, yeah, it's Sarge. Almost all of these questions when you're doing the limited tip-off is the limited card.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, definitely.
Got 9 cap left. I require assistance. All right, Reese. I saw you put that in there a couple of times. I thought that was like a part of other part of the question. I guess you're just asking for a play that's 9 or less. I think it's going to be Beauchamp. Yeah, Beauchamp projects well. Jeff Green has been getting some extra minutes. I kind of like Brissett too.
Yeah, I think I'd almost lean Brissett. If you've got Beauchamp, I wouldn't go and buy him though. Is the issue, because I suspect he needs to go and buy someone, and Beauchamp's going to be like way above what you should be paying for him. Whereas I reckon you can get into Brissett for a little bit cheaper.
A good point. Good point. Kuminga got a lot going into the trade deadline as they shop him. Oh, overcap a lot. Yeah. I am pro Kuminga right now. His cap came up a little bit though. So he's kind of, the Warriors' roles are so confusing right now. And when his cap was like 18, it's like, yeah, I'm going to take a shot on Kuminga at 26, which I think is what it is at right now. I think that's probably where it's supposed to be. It's at 25. Yeah, I'm more interested in Kuminga 2 months from now. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Alexander says in his champ lineup, he is who's Ante? Ante, Randall, Irving, Boucher for the last spot, Keldon, or Beal. All right, who do you think Ante is? Because it's definitely an MVP. AD or Giannis?
Yeah, I think it's
Giannis.
No. It's AD and it's spell corrected. Big brain. That's where it's done.
Okay.
He's or it's spell corrected.
Instead of calling Giannis by his nickname, he created a new one, which is the first 4 letters of his last name.
Oh yeah, actually, that's so big brain. I wasn't even there. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, the chat's coming along with Giannis. Some people are saying it's Ant-Man. This is fun. Actually, you know what? Who asked this question? Never tell us the answer. Never tell us. I don't think we should ever know. It's Alexander. Okay, so let's say, sorry, it's Giannis. Okay, it is Giannis. All right, so Giannis, Randall, Kyrie. Man, what a start. Boucher for the last spot. Keldon versus Detroit or Beal. This is Beal, right?
Beal, definitely Beal.
Yeah, the two games.
He's got 2 games. KD might not play the other game, and even if he does, I'd still go for him. So,
is Oubre's upside big if Embiid sits? Mike asks. So, I mean, I think Oubre's upside's bigger if, yes, more shots to go around. But if Tobias and Melton come back, I think that's what impacts it.
Oubre needs Embiid to play, and then 2 of like Maxey, Harris, Melton not to play. That's what he needs. So it's nothing to do with that, really.
All right, I'm gonna couple rapid fire ones. Then I'm gonna get to we'll do one refresh of injury news and giveaway and shit like that. All right, Lopez or Holiday? Give me Drew Holiday. Jokic and I'll give this to you. Jokic and Kyrie or Shea and Duren?
Oh, Shea and Duren, 100% Shea and Duren. 3 games and Jalen Duren, definitely.
Yeah. Triple J, yes, we do like Triple J this game week. Weisberg says LeBron or Booker as MVP. Who are you taking there?
Do you know, I'd probably take LeBron. But Devin Booker, again, if you're wanting a guy to hit 40 this year, genuinely, if you're wanting a guy to hit 40 this year, he's your man. He doesn't go anywhere near. He stays within like 3 or 4 of 40, no matter what side. So LeBron is your guy.
I totally agree. I go with LeBron there too. Bam and Beasley or Turner and Lopez. I think I'd take Bam and Beasley, even though I trust Lopez more than Beasley, but I love Bam's upside more than Turner's. Paul George or Jaylen Brown. That one's for you. What do you think about that?
Just Jaylen Brown because he's got the 3. Even though he's got 3 games, he's probably only going to play 2. But yeah.
Yeah, there we go. And Keldon Johnson projects basically his cap. Cap at 29, projection at 30. All right, here we go. Let's remind the people, like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag KD into the chat. Real quick, I just want to show you guys what we have going on here. So if this is your first time here, welcome. I know we get a bunch of new subs today. But what we do live before lock this very show every Monday and Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern and do this similar thing, right? We do a value hunting show, which you might have seen already. That's a recorded show. It's not a live stream. That comes out on Sundays for the upcoming game week and on Wednesdays for the upcoming game week. George and I do a So Rare Sharp show on Wednesdays. We get Shot Tank on here, all that fun stuff. We also, if you haven't followed this channel, this is our main channel, Team Hold Live, where we do a live stream every single morning where we break down the NBA action that's going on. Team Hold Live, we do some other fun stuff over there. That one's up over 11K subs, baby. And then the last plug that I got over here is Team Hold Sports, which is now, we just dropped a new video today on the biggest NBA All-Star snubs. That's just recorded stuff. Over 6,300, baby. We're booming. We're booming over there. Our KD video just popped this past week, so that's kind of fun. However, the Christmas Day video, no one gives a shit about, and we missed the window. So do me a favor and just subscribe to those channels. It helps my, it makes my therapy sessions better. But I appreciate it. All right. And we did the giveaway stuff. George, you plug Swingman. I'm going to drop that link one more time just so that people can get to it. And then I think that's it. I don't know. Did we get any more injury news stuff that dropped in the last few minutes? Let's see.
No, I mean, I'm just sitting here trying to rebuild it. I'm sitting here trying to rebuild a contender team, and I've managed to squeeze in Chet. So all the people that were giving me grief,
there you go,
Chet and not playing Chet, I'm playing Chet. So now we'll see.
I love that. I love that you're playing Chet. I love that you caved to the chat. I love all of those things.
Yeah, I love it too. Yeah, I love caving to chat. It's just so great, isn't it? When you cave to chat, that's just brilliant.
All right, I think we're gonna wrap it there. We're gonna wrap it there because on a Monday night I have plans. I'm meeting a friend tonight. I'm grabbing a beverage just on a Monday.
Ooh,
you know, I did
beers or beers night or cocktails? How are we going? Are you a cocktail man at all?
Yeah, sometimes I am. It's gonna be beers night though. I think it's gonna be beers. We're going to a place that has good beer, so I think that's what we're gonna do. My friend from LA who's in town who is not a basketball fan. So I'm excited not that he's an anti-basketball, but I'm excited to just not talk about basketball for a couple of hours, you know? Lucas says 2 players combined from 42. This is the last question. I want to do this because this is like a math problem. And what I think we should do.
I'm gonna get involved in that. I'm gonna get involved in that.
Yeah. So is there anybody that you would take? Like, would you just take Jalen Brunson and then a 0? Or
no, there's definitely going to be a way. Wait, hold up. We got you. Right, Lucas. Right, you're getting 2 for the price of 1 here. Is what we're doing. So everyone in the stream right now is like, okay, I thought we was ending, and now we're sitting here, and we're going to try and work out 42.
I think I would go Duren and Trey Jones. No, that's not 42. That's 52. Right? Yeah. So it would be 33 and 9. Oh, Duren and Beauchamp. I like.
Yeah, that's not bad. I would go Brolo and Chris Boucher. That's where I'd go.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I hope this ends up being like a big moment for us in a couple of days where we were on Boucher immediately. I think this could be a fun thing to clip. Or did you buy him? Are you playing him?
So I bought a Chris Boucher at the start of the game last year for like $15. So I'm already locked and primed and loaded. So I didn't need to. I'm not buying him rare. I'm not chasing buys. If I have them, I play them. I don't sell them. Is my
yeah.
Thing. So I'm gonna play him. He'll go in my contender alongside Chet. So I'm going for like team lanky players at the moment. Is like where my contender's vibing. So yeah, it's looking good.
I got to tell you, Boucher with a cap of 12 and only being like 25 on like the jump from limited to rare isn't too bad. Like the rare buy, I mean, you're definitely buying
the rare market. The rare market is just it's so much lower than it should be, and I do think it's going to correct at some point because and this is a Sharps conversation, but I
Yeah.
genuinely believe when there is that like realignment of rewards, they're going to correct rare, because at the minute it is in places where it just is silly. Like if you look at that there, it is near on double, which is silly
Yeah.
comparison to where it should be. It should be like 5x the limited, and then the super rare should be 5x the rare. That's the realm that I would partake, but yeah, it's just where we are.
Ooh, wait, hold on. Karan coming here at the end. I love this. What about Thad Young, though? Cap of 3. Thaddeus Young. Give him the backup 5 minutes, baby.
Karan,
I
do
love
it
that.
and report. Do it and report back in the next like before.
This is the only time multi-counting should be allowed, is so that I could make a Thad Young lineup.
I have no words. No words. No.
Yeah,
words.
yeah. Listen, yeah, you heard it here, guys. Here at Team Hold So Rare, we are pro multi-accounting. We're just kidding. We're just kidding. Oh, he's your champion? Thad Young's in your champion? Let's go, dude. Let's go.
I literally just heard like, wow. I tell you what, Karan, that is some proper courage you've got right there. That is some top-notch courage. If you win, genuinely, please. I know I'll like plug Twitters and like stuff. Please tweet me your lineup. I genuinely want to see what it is if that comes in.
I need to. Do I have that in limited? I feel like I might. No. Oh wait, I always do this. I always search the lit like there. No, I don't. I think I used to. But all right, gang, we're gonna call it there. Last call. Like the stream, subscribe. Hashtag KD. Appreciate everyone being here. If you win this rare tier card, do me a favor. Just tag me on Twitter, because apparently you're not allowed to DM me, which I've been learning. Why? So just tag me on Twitter. Also, just take a look at the links in the show notes. Join our Discord. We have some fun discourse in there. We recruited a couple people from the general Discord this week. It was pretty funny. But yeah, do me a favor and join the Discord, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff. If you win, let's go. Good luck. I don't know what the card is this week. We gave away a bowl already. I want a Larry Nance. Maybe it's Larry Nance, but we'll see.
I gave T Bliss away a Larry Nance, so he can't win this again.
Oh, there we go. Zeus. We got a big winner. A winner is Zeus today. Congrats, Zeus. All right, for myself, for George, best of luck this game week. Make sure you go check out the Swingman Pod, because I bet we're going to see our friend George eating some baguettes with Mikal Bridges soon, right?
I'm going to be there with some onions around some garlic, around my neck, baguette in hand, beret on, down the Paris River, and watching Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas, who do you think is winning that game, man? Because I don't think we're going to speak beforehand. Who you got, Cavs or Nets? Because I'm going to bet on this game. So Cavs or Nets.
I don't think I'm ever taking the Brooklyn Nets again.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think, whatever the question is, they just lost to the Blazers. I give me Cleveland.
Cavs money line. Okay, right. Okay.
Cavs money line. Cavs money. I'll put together a little single game parlay.
Yeah, we need a little part. Yeah, we need a little an ACCA or parlay is how we're going to have to go for this one. So yeah, we'll see something.
There we go. Oh, Zeus, just tag me on Twitter at Mike Zakarian, or you can join the Discord, do something like that. Just tag me at Mike Zakarian. Just find me, buddy. Now, listen, I give the cards away. You got to find me. All right, let's get out of here. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Thanks to the Swingman Pod. We're out.